bacon, no bacon, no bacon, no bacon,
Bacon, no bacon.
Podcast.
And you're there, man. You're on my laptop. What's up, buddy? We've got a new setup. You can't see it.
Man, I've already been recording, but I'll clap for you just in case.
You can clap. I don't know if I'm going to need it. I haven't really gotten
There we
that
go.
far.
I'm a minute in. What? Did you blur your background?
Oh, is it blurred right now? Oh, no.
Yeah, but it's making you blurry. Oh, it's your... It's
The Skype thing. Hold on. It did it. I was trying to get into some settings, and I blurred it by accident.
I blurred mine, but it
None.
fucks with the... It gets out
There you
like
go.
my headphone and shit.
Yeah, it looks like... Hey, people can't see it, but it looks like I'm at the office right
Oh, there you
now.
go. Now you work at Facebook. Now you work at Facebook.
This is great. All right, buddy. Yeah.
That's what I imagine those
look at
tech
this.
companies look like.
Yeah, look. Sorry,
It's like gay Facebook.
it's get. That's hilarious. Look, people can see what I've looked like now. All right, let me go back to the other view. Here we go, man. This is cool. All right, I'm learning this stuff here.
Wish I could put a different background. Let's see how my garage looked like shit.
I think you can. I think you can set up some sort of a
Yeah, I'd have to reach all the way over there. Fuck it.
thing. Yeah, you to reach too far. How's it going, buddy?
Didn't even comb my hair. I'm going good, bud. Hey, how are you?
I'm doing well, man. You sound tired. You've been sleeping well or no or what?
Yeah, sleeping all right. I'm kind of in a funk. I'm a little bit of in a funk. I'm gonna do shows this weekend, though. I'm sure I'll feel better. I made another bad investment yesterday. I'm just looking at my fucking portfolio. Let's see. I'm down like 82%. Just seeing all my investments. It's like, fuck, I was counting on that to send my kid to university. Hopefully they all want to be plumbers.
Buddy, school's canceled. There's no more school. Those kids don't need that money.
No, restarted this week.
Did he? He started. He's back at it. Oh, I left it in.
Yeah.
So he's at what in Dawson?
Champlain. CJEP.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he's just taking. What does he figure out what he's taking yet? Or is this?
Yeah, he gets very little choice, which I find odd. But he says he's doing it right.
He said he's doing it right. Yeah.
But yeah, he said he is. But they basically make a schedule for him. When I was in CJEP, we pick each class and pick what time we wanted. Like I took the shittiest classes that I had no interest in because it was on fucking Tuesdays at 3 p.m.
Yeah.
Didn't want to take any Monday or Friday classes.
School is a weird. It's a weird thing. That once you get to that college level, it's almost like they don't even really give a shit. And just like show up if you want.
Who, the kids
No,
or
the
the
teachers, like the whole curriculum and everything. It's just kind of like take what day works for you and whatever you feel like coming in. This class is at 3 p.m. You might have one at 8 a.m. What do you do the whole day? You just stick around for the whole day? That's a lot of wasted time.
I know. That's why I used to build my schedule, try to get it all done Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday between 10 and 4.
Imagine if you put that much effort into
off.
like the life skill of whatever you wanted to do. Like you wanted to go do something. Let's say you wanted to be a programmer, and you just for 3 hours a day, you just constantly none of the bullshit. None of the bullshit classes. The little things you got to take, like you need to know how to fucking wire a desktop in order to fucking take computer programming. No, you don't. But those little things they add in there, like you got to take those to learn how to.
Humanities and philosophy and
all those useless things nobody needs.
I don't miss school, man. It's terrible. I try not to tell my kids too often, but like I watched that show Billions. Do you watch that with Paul Giamatti and Damian Lewis?
I've never watched the full thing. I've never watched I don't even think I ever started an episode. I've seen it on the thing, but is it worth watching?
I really enjoy it. The current season that I'm in is, it's not my favorite one so far, but in this season, Paul Giamatti, who plays a lawyer, he's a district attorney. He's a state's attorney now.
Okay.
But for some reason, whatever he decided he wants to go back and teach at his alma mater or Yale. He went to Yale Law, so now he's teaching at Yale Law School. And so they have, there's full scene that take place in the classroom of him giving classes and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, God, that whole environment. And it's based today, right? 2020. So you've got like these fucking gender neutral people fucking talking about cisgender. Oh, he's a cisgender white male. I'm like, ugh, I would fucking just be, well, I can't. How does that fucking come into associate? Anyway, I don't know. Just fucking being in the classroom and having to fucking learn what somebody else decide that I'm learning. Like, there's nothing about school that is appealing to me right now. I do enjoy learning. Don't get me wrong. I do like, and I don't mean, I'm not trying to shit on, like a gender neutral person, whatever. Just like that. Everyone's just the way that the class look like. This generation is so they are so individually important,
right?
That we're in the middle of a fucking law class, and the person is like accusing this guy. Oh, it's nice to be a cisgender white male talking about blah, 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 privilege and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what the fuck does that have to do with criminal law? Shut the fuck up.
And the percentage.
And even one of the other character. Juliana Margulies is a guest star on these episodes.
Okay.
She stand up and like, you fucking pussies, you're lucky enough to have fucking a former federal district attorney, a current attorney general of the fucking state. Shut the fuck up and mine the knowledge, whatever, instead of today we don't really that attitude of bullying the student doesn't work, and we don't work that one. Like, anyway, so yeah, nothing about school appeals to me. Not to say that I don't like to learn. I do love to learn. I try to read as much as I can about the current state of affair and even science. Like, I love watching the black scientist there, the genius.
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah, he's fucking great. I love
God,
that
there's
guy.
not more than one famous black scientist.
Yeah, well, he's very famous because his personality. He don't have the personality of what we consider, stereotypical scientist. Not that he dumb it down, but he used vernacular that we can understand, talking about really complex scientific premise, And I find he add philosophy to certain talks that he give, like when he's talking about astronomy or astrology or the universe in general. Like, there's a little bit of philosophy there that like there's a little Dalai Lama influence I find in his like talking about how when you get depressed or like you think you feel small. His last thing is like, when you feel small in the scope of the universe, which it's easy, the universe is so vast and we're learning more and more all the time. Just don't forget that we're all, like if we date back our cells, our carbon, our basis, we're all basically formed from stardust. Like, there was a star that exploded 2 billion years ago, and those atoms became us.
Really? That's what happened?
Like, it's fucking, it's like mind blowing. I'm like, fuck yeah, maybe. Still makes me feel small. Makes me feel my brain is small.
Yeah, I don't.
But yeah, we're made up of the same atoms, the same matter as stars. Wow, I really have gotten melancholy. I'm in a funk. You ever get that? You just like,
dude,
this whole.
That was, where we come from, stars.
Another star just imploded.
Oh man! All that stardust that just came at you right there.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
And do you ever see what the fuck was it? How the Grinch Stole Christmas?
Yes, I have seen it.
The live action one with Jim Carrey?
Yeah, I've seen that.
Anyway, it started out, it's like, so it's a blizzard on Earth or whatever, we're on Earth. And the camera kind of follow one snowflake.
Okay.
One snowflake, and then fucking zoom in on the snowflake and then go into the very core of the snowflake.
Yeah.
And in that core, there's a little speck that we would consider like the size of an atom, and then in that speck it zoom in even more, and it's like a planet
Yeah.
or a world, and that's the Whoville. That's where all those people. So you ever think about that? Like we're so, like if we look at the universe, we feel so small that maybe each atom on our planet
Yeah.
is a whole universe in itself. You ever think like that? Like our concept of size and proportion
Yeah.
is what it
Yeah.
is. But then imagine that there's a microcosm, whatever, universe in each atom. Each atom of our body is its own universe with like other
Right.
people
Yeah,
or
yeah,
humanoids like living a life.
Well, there
and
is. I mean, if
driving
you
cars.
zoom right in, we
see-
got bacteria living on us, and they're doing their own thing, right? They're not shit about.
Yeah, but I mean, like this full, like one bacteria, say one.
Oh, you're saying like a
bacteria
bacteria
cell,
cell would have its own universe, like its own planet?
A whole universe.
That's
like there's people
crazy.
in that bacteria cell that look out into space and be like, "Oh my god, it's so vast out there."
Yeah, that's wild.
Excuse
Yeah.
me. Oh wow, I've got all the bodily sounds happening today. Pull my finger.
I wonder. I mean, yeah, we're tiny. That's why I like getting out in the middle of nowhere, because you just look up and you don't have
Yeah.
any connection to anything internet wide. Like, I mean, man, I miss that.
Yeah.
I miss that. Like,
And you feel small,
Yeah.
but it's a good feeling.
yeah, it's like you feel small, but you don't, because you know that whatever you
like
you,
I
yeah,
exist.
you have to do things to stay alive. So you feel like you kind of feel
and just
good.
I exist in this beautiful,
You feel great.
peaceful place.
I control the output of a lot of things. When you're like downsized. Like right now, I feel like we're so entranced in the web, especially. We're just watching everything on the internet now, TV,
And
staying
consumerism.
indoors a lot more, and not really doing as much. I mean, a lot of people are doing things, I'm sure, but the general population, I mean, if you're working from home, you don't even leave the house now. You used to see things on the way out, you'd maybe not even look at your phone because you're on, running for the bus or the train. So, yeah, I feel like we lose that, man. We get so like caught up in our own head when we're stuck on the internet and doing things at like close proximity. You don't get to like get.
And buying so much shit that we don't really need.
I guess, yeah. People are buying stuff. I mean, I'm buying everything I need only.
you could pan down your camera, by the
is
way.
it too high? Is it too?
Yeah.
I feel like.
I see your ceiling mostly.
Yeah,
That's good.
there
That's
yeah.
perfect.
Sorry, I don't know. This laptop I got, the webcam is on the bottom. I've never had a laptop that had that, and that was.
Oh, really?
It's on the bottom of the screen. That's why it looks all messed up.
Like where the logo usually is?
Yeah, it's right under my logo.
That's weird, yeah.
It's
That's fucking weird.
It is weird, yeah, I know. That's the only thing.
Maybe it's designed for those new ergonomic workspaces there where you've got your fucking laptop up like
that's
that.
Not
and then you type down here or whatever.
That's not a good bad point, and I never thought about that. But it's definitely, I mean, it's a video editing and gaming laptop, so it's pretty. I figured they just.
Yeah, so gaming, you need a space for a keyboard or whatever. You don't want to use your stupid. You don't want to use the stupid touchpad mouse on a laptop, right? So you would have the laptop up there to have your keyboard and mouse down here. Do you want me to build you a laptop stand?
I was gonna build one. Yeah, I was gonna build one.
Oh, that's right. You're handy too.
Yeah, don't waste time.
I forgot you're not a useless cunt. Also,
waste your time on the children.
Hey, cheers, buddy!
Cheers,
Look at us. We're matchy today.
Man.
Yeah, hey.
Sticking to the coffees, man. We still don't have any mugs for sale. Speaking of for sale, I got stuff on my website finally. I should put a couple of shirts up.
Oh, great!
Yeah.
Your new EP.
Got
the
website up running. I got a shop. I've got my no, not the new EP. I've got the magnets right now. The Trump magnets that I've got some. So just got it running finally. The EP is going to be in the next couple weeks because I just got my laptop back. It's all mastered and everything. I just need to do the artwork. I got to package it all and put it in, do it properly. I just got to mix one.
What, your own website or abdulbutt.com?
Yeah, abdulbutt.com, yeah. Yeah, we've got a store up. We've got the store up and running. I got my first EP on there. I got some stickers, some magnets, some other things that I'll eventually get to. Hopefully some mugs. I like mugs. Those are cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I ship it myself. And I've got my own P.O. box, man. Where's my P.O. box? I'll put it on the thing. I'll post the address. If anyone wants to send me anything.
People can send
Send me whatever
postcards.
you want, man. Just don't send me COVID, but send me a
All right.
postcard, send me a letter, send me I don't know, whatever you got something dumb that's just sitting there. You got an old tape. What else do I got? I don't know. I got a pencil. Hey, I could
Cool.
use a new pencil. Whatever, man. And
Sweet.
yeah, I'll talk about it. I figured it'll be fun. I don't know. I said I'm just looking like for new ways to reach out to people because now we can't get in contact as much. Not going to shows, not going to see people.
I created. Speaking of new ways to reach people, I created a OnlyFans thing yesterday.
Did you? Are you getting into porn, buddy?
Yeah, I was just trying to figure out what it is, and it like the first page when you enter, it say you have to sign up before you could navigate the site.
Yeah, let's go on it here. Let's show
and
people
then
what
when
it
you
looks
get into,
like.
So I did.
I'm going to show what.
I didn't put anything on it. I just signed up because I wanted to look around the site to see what the fuck it is. But then, like so I did the whole thing. I created my thing, and then I didn't link a bank account or anything like that. I didn't put anything really. I put my picture and contact or whatever, and then because I wanted to see like, well, okay, let's see what Beyonce is doing, and I tried to search for various people, and not one of my searches came up.
Yeah,
with the
I don't
person.
think Beyonce's on OnlyFans. I think it's mostly for women that want to use their.
Yeah, that's what I hear. That there's a lot of
images.
porn, but
That's what it is, porn. Yeah, I was looking for a less.
it's a lot of
direct
adult
way.
entertainment. But there's other stuff though. There's not only that. Like Cardi B is on there.
Yeah,
and,
she used to be a
that
stripper,
chick
so that
from
doesn't really help with the.
That's how I found it. Was that they were not? They said that. Fuck, I can't remember her name now. But oh, maybe I have it on my computer.
Who, Cardi B?
No, this other. Fuck, what's her name? She used to be on one of the shows the kids watch. She's this redhead, Torn. Her last name's
Oh, I
Torn.
saw that. Yeah, she's now
Bella
on this
Thorne.
OnlyFans.
Bella Thorne.
I saw an article about that.
That she made $2 million. She made $2 million in 2 days.
Yeah, that's 'cause
on that
I guess
site.
all the kids who grew up watching her on Disney who always wanted to.
We're hoping to see her
There you go.
naked, but she says she doesn't do nudity on it. She does a lot of bikini
Not yet,
pictures.
she
but
does.
Apparently, she directed a porno. Anyway, that's.
Oh, there you go. She directed it.
I looked at it. I googled it a bunch before I started tapping in my contact info, like my email and shit. But it's not only porn. You're right that it's a lot of adult content. But
It's a lot of the
anyway,
a lot of the female comics in LA. There's a lot of them on the OnlyFans. A lot of them do porn. Yeah, a lot of them do porn. Not the. I mean, I wouldn't even really say comics. I guess
just nudity, like
there's
not porn, but like
very
some
funny
nudity,
female
like
comics. But there's a lot of. I guess they're more porn chicks that are doing comedy. Is the best way to say it. They're not they're not as funny. Yeah, there's a lot of chicks, and then they do porn on the side, and OnlyFans is how they get out there. I guess they got to promote their site, so they get out there to the comedy shows.
Yeah,
Check
I
me
get.
out on
Like I'm gonna look into it more.
OnlyFans.
Yeah. But I mean, I give away so much content that I can't imagine people would pay like whatever $3.99 a month to see what. I guess I'd have to make really exclusive.
Yeah,
I already do all my content with no shirt on. Let's see, like what more?
you
what
should have been on
just
OnlyFans.
try to teach my
Yeah.
penis how to talk.
You should have been on there a long time ago.
Teach my penis how to talk. Just little, hey, like little fucking marionette show with my penis. Squeeze the hole so it looks like a mouth. Hi there, what's happening?
That's hilarious.
Send us an email. Let us know if OnlyFans is something that you think we or I should do, and would you be willing to pay $3.99 to see me sporadically post
I think
videos?
the comics are on Patreon, but I guess you can get on OnlyFans. That'd be fine.
Yeah, that's what
Get
I
out of the
thought.
grain,
Patreon is probably more.
but get off the
But I could do it all.
do have an OnlyFans.
It's free, right? All these things are well. See, the OnlyFans is free, but OnlyFans takes 20% of whatever revenue you generate. Patreon, I believe, you have to pay to have a channel or whatever, or is
Yeah,
it them
I don't know
too?
how
It's
the
all a
Patreon-
percentage.
I don't. I
You were
think they
supposed
take a
to sign up,
percentage.
set up a Patreon months ago.
I don't know if we set one up. I think I have one, but I never did anything with it. I just did it on mine, but I never did anything. Yeah, I don't
you
know
still
if
have to
it's.
set up a baconnobacon.com too.
We have no website for the podcast, but we have our individuals, and we've got it on our thing. Yeah, I guess it's due to.
But we bought the URL,
Yep,
so we should
bacon,
just put
yeah.
at least a splash page or something.
Yeah,
that
or
has a
we should
link
just
to your
route it
website
so
and
that
my website.
it goes to OnlyFans.
Yeah, we could. They definitely,
Uh,
that is a feature that they.
yeah, I don't know how it works with Patreon. I don't know. Do you got to pay a certain amount? Man, we are off
I
the
think you have to pay a certain amount.
look. I think we need to focus our attention on something different, Derek. I think we need to really focus to this online thing. I know you want to do shows
Yeah,
still, but
yeah.
I don't know if shows are gonna. I mean, I'd love the fans to tell us. What do you think? Do you think shows are gonna come back? Do you think and like in how
Well, I
long?
hope so. I'm headlining the Comedy Nest this weekend.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, but how many people are able to even
I'm
go?
not going to be doing it just for Doug and Sheila. See,
I know, but again, are enough people going to the shows? And even if there are enough people, are
well,
they able to sell enough tickets? Like, is this going to last or is it going to die? Like, I don't want to say it, but I feel bad for obviously all the clubs and theaters, man. Theaters are all going to go under. Like, how are they going to make money to keep paying rent? I mean, they could shut
yeah.
down for the
I
year.
was talking to a musician friend of mine yesterday, Shelly, that she's had all her gigs canceled since March, whatever, and she has no,
Yeah,
like, no gigs even coming up. Like, everything's been canceled. And she's been a singer her whole life. Like, she's like, fuck, I didn't go to college. I barely speak French. I see what I can. There's no real.
well,
She's kind of worried, and I feel terrible for
did you send her a link to OnlyFans?
her. She's actually pretty, actually. Yeah,
No, I know, dude. It's terrible. It stresses the shit out of me too. But I keep trying to keep my mind busy and like just doing things, trying to make stuff now,
maybe
and yeah, because if you think,
that may be part of why I'm in this funk.
of
Actually,
course it
my
is.
finances are terrible. I made a terrible investment yesterday. I fucking been watching this stock for fucking 6 months and putting off. I didn't have money, right? Through COVID, I'm like, oh, I got to get into this company, whatever. Wanted to buy some options because they're a little bit more affordable. And yesterday, I'm like, fuck, man. News came out and they fucking shot up. Since Monday, they went up like $6. I'm like, fuck it. I'm gonna I emptied my line of credit and bought into the thing, and immediately, as soon as I bought it, it started fucking diving. So
Oh
I'm
my
already down
God.
like $1,000, let's see, in one day. But like I could have, if I would have bought the amount that I invested yesterday,
Yeah.
if I would have invested that same amount when I started following it, when I like, even after 30 days of watching
I
it every
know.
day,
Yeah.
if I would have bought then, it would have been $3.50, and then yesterday I could have sold at $20. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
no,
Instead of losing $1,000 yesterday, if I would have done it 6 months ago, like I should have done,
Yeah.
I would have made $50,000.
Yeah, it seems like that.
So, and that's my track record. Every time I put it off, and then, oh, fine, okay, I'll buy it, and fucking as soon as I buy it, it crashes. I
Yeah.
see, what the fuck? So I'm pretty. I guess my finances were already bad, and investing when you're desperate is probably not the best thing.
Yeah.
But like my finances are terrible, and then yesterday I fucked. So not only did I lose in my investment, but now I'm also paying interest on all this money that I borrowed to make the investment.
Yeah.
So I'm like, just fucking, I don't know, man. I'm pretty bummed.
Yeah.
So when you say shows may not be coming back, that just fucking, that's
Yeah, but we've
the
got
final
the
straw. I
internet,
just
man.
fucking
Let's
kill myself.
let's just focus on the internet. Don't kill yourself. We're gonna, that's the thing. It's like,
I would never kill myself. I don't mean to, and I don't mean to make fun of
yeah,
suicide.
yeah, I
I'm
know,
just,
yeah, I know.
I'm just in a funk. I'm
The
fucking.
kids are always at home. It'd be too hard
The
for you to
first
kill
time
yourself.
in the pandemic, yeah, they'd be like, cha-ching. It's the first time through the whole pandemic that I'm feeling very désespéré about it. I'm like, depressed isn't the right word. I'm just like, I've been pretty good to remain optimistic so far, and then for the last 3 days, it's just my optimism is worn out. I'm just tired. My body hurts. I'm doing all this home improvement thing, and then now I'm in it, and I can't afford to finish it, so I'm like fucking butching the job, and I don't know. My body hurts though. My body hurts. My stomach is giving me issues lately. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm doing the Comedy Nest this weekend, and then I've got a couple of weeks out west planned.
Yeah.
Maybe being on stage and
I'm
drinking
sure,
heavily.
no, not the drinking heavily, but being on stage will help you. I think you're going to feel a little bit more normal and that'll make you feel good. I'm sure the weather doesn't help because it definitely got a little cooler in the last couple days. Feels like
Yeah,
summer's
maybe.
coming to an end. Now everybody's going to start getting, don't fall into it, buddy. Stay out of that because a lot of people are going to fall into that. They're going to, the weather changes. Now
Yeah.
they're all going to start getting depressed about it. And it's not going to be good for a lot of people. It definitely is not a good thing. That's what this whole fucking thing is not good. But stay focused. Don't that's I guess don't nobody should do anything that's like drugs or alcohol, consuming it like crazy. That ain't gonna get you out. But I feel like, yeah, man, I don't doubt that. I know it's a hard rut and I hate it because like even I listen to like other comics podcasts and then you listen and it's like, man, it does feel like we're one of the only ones that is not back at work. Like a lot of people finally are slowly starting to get
Yeah.
back, and us musicians, bar owners, people working restaurants, we're like the only ones. I feel like sometimes I feel like we're like the only ones that are left. Like even teachers are going back now. Like, like
Yeah, man.
everybody. If teachers can go back and the kids are allowed in the schools, no masks, but theaters are not allowed open, and comedy clubs and restaurants and bars. I get it because the kids.
Well, Jamie works in the restaurant, and she's been working for the last
Yeah,
3 weeks, I
yeah,
think.
full time or she. Yeah, that's it. The hours.
2-3
Yeah,
days a
that's
week,
it. Hours
two or
are.
3 days a week. But like the restaurant she work at have a reception hall as
Oh,
well
okay.
that do weddings and stuff, and she's done 2 weddings. So Saturdays there's been some
But are
weddings, which
they?
is a promising sign.
Yeah, I know. But I did see a thing that they're like starting to fine people that are owning wedding halls because they're not following the guidelines. Like I think you still have to have a lot of
Yeah,
space.
yeah, 50 people
Yeah,
max and all
dude,
that.
50 people. How do
Uh,
you make
yeah,
money?
I don't know,
Like,
man.
how is a wedding hall gonna make money off 50 people? It doesn't make any sense. Like this
I don't
isn't
know.
gonna play out whatever thing they're hoping to do. So I feel like just shift. You gotta shift, man. The shows, like you were doing the Zoom shows, those were great, man. I think you were doing well.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why I haven't. I didn't do it. August will be the first month since the pandemic started that I don't do a
I
show.
think you should get back into the Zoom shows, man. You were good at like you didn't have a problem.
I did one on Monday, but it wasn't mine. It was I did one Zoom show for the Winnipeg Comedy
How was
Festival.
that?
It was great. It was fun. There was only like 25 people at the Zoom place because it wasn't like 25 people each on their own computer. It was they turned the computers, so they had me on a big
Oh, okay,
screen with
okay.
speakers at the gas station theater there in Winnipeg.
Ah,
And they invited people, public, like a community outreach.
huh.
Basically, it was just to say that the festival is still happening, and it's different. It's a different circumstance and socially distanced, and da,
Yeah.
da, da, da. But it was basically broadcast out into the courtyard of the gas station theater.
Wow, that's kind of cool.
So I had 2 laptops that basically made like a panorama of the courtyard, so I could see everybody. We had to turn off the music though because it was creating feedback because they had my voice coming through. Um, it's weird. It's interesting though how like with my limited knowledge that I'm able to come up with solutions with the technology. Because I told them, yeah, could you set up a second laptop so I actually get the whole scope of the people?
Oh,
And then I'm like, oh shit, okay, so we have to mute the laptop because it's creating a reverb. But then I'm like, oh well, how about since we can't use the same link that we have here, how about I'll do the Zoom through my
yeah.
computer? And then I'm like, I told Laura, one of the festival people, she's on the board of the festival. I said, just take your regular phone and call me from your phone. So I'll have the Zoom people going in one earphone on this side, but I'll have your phone so I could still hear the crowd. So if I say something like, hey, sir, what's your name? Laura could point her phone at the person answering me and I would at least
Mm.
hear. So we kind of patched together a sort of calm communication
Yeah,
solution
that's what you
with,
got to do, man. It's the new way. It's tiring. Like
yeah.
I'm doing it right now, and It's gonna be a little. This video is gonna be. I mean, it's the first one, so your video is gonna be a little bit choppier, I guess, on this. But the audio, hopefully, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
It's
With
like you
Skype,
got to
yeah.
just figure out the
That's
new
right.
way.
Hey, WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Hey, WhatsApp. We gave you plenty of time to become sponsors of Bacon No Bacon
That's it.
podcast. Now we've switched
You are
to Skype.
done.
Fuck it. Fuck. I don't know who you have. My friend's the vice president of WhatsApp. I seen. I couldn't solicit fucking
How is that
any
not?
interest.
Yeah, we should.
If Skype wants to fucking sponsor, go for it, Skype. So now we'll be moving on
Yeah,
to
we'll be using.
fucking
We're gonna be
some
down to
other.
doing this on a rotary phone at the end of it. Maybe we can get the rotary
Yeah.
phone people to sponsor us. Yeah, no, it's just a new way of finding things, man. Hopefully, when I get it all set up properly, and eventually, I'd love to invest in a mixer. This shit all costs a ton of money. That's where I want to get a mixer for the longest time. It's like $500. I'm like, fuck. I can't blow another $500. I've got everything here. I've got a Zoom.
Shit.
I've got the laptop. I've got an expensive camera. I've got a mixing board. I can't keep. That's the thing. Our things shifted. Our world.
I'll ask Chad and my buddy Carrie both work in that world.
Do you know any deals?
Chad just changed jobs to see if Chad at his old job definitely would have had a mixer he could have got secondhand. They have like tons of equipment, and as soon as new technology come out, they fucking buy the new technology, and that stuff just sits on the shelf. We would have been able to. Maybe I'll get in touch with Chad's old boss and pretend that Chad and I are feuding because they didn't end well. But I'll see if he has any mixers. What kind of mixers? Like an audio mixer?
No, video mixer. So the one I was looking at is the Black Magic makes it. It's a small mixer, so basically I can hook up 3 or 4 different video cameras, so that I can have them like, man, if you came here.
Kind of like a broadcast thing, like camera 2,
that's
exactly
camera 3,
it, man.
Whatever, that's the last thing I'm missing, and we got a full-on studio basically here.
I'll ask Chad, but then if he doesn't think he has a good relationship enough, maybe I'll get in touch with Sal directly.
Yeah, that'd be cool if we can get that, man. That's just, but again, it's like this new world is like you have to figure out these other ways now of doing our job, and all of that costs a ton of money. And we're all broke.
Yeah, like I bought the Zoom, I bought the camera, I bought the memory cards.
Yeah, all that extra stuff that you had to buy, and that's like the basic, man. Like you bought. I mean, it's all good stuff, but again, it keeps growing. You need wires, you need XLR cables, you need all these things. Like it just never stops. And I think that's the hardest thing is like we didn't realize. It's like, man, our whole industry just shifted to online, but we all have to like stock up on very expensive gear now in order to do it so it doesn't look like crap or sound shitty. And then figuring out how to use it all, it just killed me. It's the worst part.
That's my big challenge. I'm like,
right?
I couldn't even figure out how to use OnlyFans. So I just took a picture of my dick and uploaded it. I'm like, it's good.
I think that's how it works. I think that's all you got to do.
Yeah, I think I fucking nailed it. First shot.
See, man, you're adapting to this new world just fine.
Maybe I should take this opportunity to announce my next online show.
Dude, do an online show.
I know I'm going away next week. I rented a cottage for a week. I just fucking started the whole podcast crying about how poor I am, but now I'm fucking rented a cottage for a week. Whatever. Like I said, I'm gonna, I'll just get in a bunch of debt and whatever. I'll die a poor fucking penniless, broke ass, debted thing that my kids will have to renounce my estate.
Wow.
But I'm going to a cottage, so maybe I could do the show from the cottage. It's just that if I announce it now and I go up there and finally if the Wi-Fi is no good.
Enjoy your time at the cottage. When you come back down, do the live show when you're at home. Enjoy your time, man. Relax.
Yeah.
Have a good. Are you going with the family? Are you going you and Ange? What's?
Well, Andy starts school, so Andy starts school on Tuesday. I'm going to see her off to school and then fuck off for a week. It's terrible fathering. I didn't plan ahead very well. She's going back to school too, but whatever. She doesn't talk to me anyway, so she won't miss me. Jamie and Reese is in school too, but Reese could technically do his school from the cottage, but he works. Reese works 2 jobs. Like Saturday, kid's working hard. I gotta be honest.
Good for him.
And I've said this about him before. I think he's a sweet, conscientious kind of person. He's a sensitive person. But tabarnak, he's the worst fucking roommate I've ever had in my life. He's just such a fucking slob. Just everything. He breaks all our shit. He bought this dog that eats everybody's shit except his. Like, she'll chew his socks, but who gives a shit? It's socks. But last night we're just sitting there watching TV, and the dog was chewing on Angela's gugun, but like I had just given her a chew toy, and so I guess we heard her chewing. And we assumed it was the chew toy. No, fucking turn over. I see the fucking Gugun is in like 6,000 pieces. She just bought these Nike Gugun. She's chewed up all of our carpets, like little area rugs. She's chewed all those. Chewed the couch. I was just about to buy a new carpet, and the fucking thing chewed the sofa, and I'm like, cancel the carpet. I said, I'm not spending $800 or whatever on a carpet for her to just chew
no, jeez, what a fucking dog.
So, but he's been working hard. Like Saturday, he has two jobs, and Saturday he did both jobs, Saturday and Sunday. So he did the morning at the retail store and then the evening at a restaurant. So the kid's working hard. But what that means for me is that I've inherited a fucking dog that I didn't even want. All of a sudden, like me and the dog hanging out.
Yeah, that sucks, man. Somehow this just changed your format on here. Hold on, let me fix that up. Yeah, it sucks.
Speaking of Reese, though, his room is just a disaster. But it's small. He's got the smallest bedroom in the house. So now I've taken on this project. I'm designing him a whole new room. I'm going to build all custom furniture for him to maximize the space in his room. I'm going to gut his closet and make the closet more efficient at storing the things that he have to store. I'm going to use the whole under. I'm going to build a whole under the bed kind of storage facility. I'm going to build the dog her own house in his room.
You're going to build... You're gonna stick the dog in his room and just leave it there? You should...
No, that's where she live anyway. She have a
little cage,
cage in there, like a what do they call it? A crate.
Crate.
She have a crate, but she's outgrowing it. She's getting fucking massive. She's too tall. She have to duck. She have to limbo into the crate. And once she's in there, she can't turn around anymore. So I'm gonna build it. It's gonna be about 8 inches wider and a couple inches taller. And I'll just build it, and it'll be like you could take it with him if ever you move out. But like I'm not gonna bolt it to the floor or anything. But I'm gonna build her that, his bed with storage underneath the bed, and a desk so that he can do school from in his room. Like he's got his desk right now in his room is my desk from when I was a little kid.
Wow, that's crazy.
So,
and he's gigantic.
So and he broke it. He broke it the first week he had it. You know, like fucking, it's one of those desks that, you know, like the writer's desk that the desk part fold down or you can close it up. You know what I mean? Like it's like a door and then there's all storage compartment inside, but you fold it down. So it's just kind of on these little, anyway, he broke it the first week he had it. It's a 45-year-old desk. Give him 15 minutes, broken.
He's a big kid, man. He moves clumsy.
Yeah. And his dog is the same way. His dog is like fumbling around all the time. She's got puppy paws still, and like I guess her nails maybe are too long. But she'll bolt. She'll like fucking bolt and think she can take the corner at like 90 degrees or something. Like fucking just slides through and smashes into shit all the time.
No wonder, man. You keep having to buy shit. Yeah. You got that dog just destroying the whole house.
Yeah, so it's not time to buy. I need a new sofa. I need a new rug, but. Partly because of the dog, but also now I can't buy it because of the dog because I don't want her to wreck it.
Yeah, that's a bummer, man.
I still want to buy a car. Fuck, man, I'm buying a lot of lottery tickets. I just want to win a lottery. Fucking buy a chalet. Like this chalet that I'm renting next week. Oh my God, Abdul, the chalet is more beautiful than my fucking house. No, my buddy Carrie's supposed to come, but then I'm talking to his wife, and she's like. Oh my God, I can't go for the whole week. No, maybe I can go for a night or two, but I've never been away from my children for any amount. I've never been away from them for even 24 hours. I'm like, what do you mean? They're fucking 18 and 20. Wow. She's like, yeah, but I'm not going to live.
So what week is that? When are you going? Next week?
Next week, Tuesday. And Angela now is saying she can't take off time. So you know what? Me and my buddy Dave up there, and we'll be just chilling on the lake.
Okay, so Dave's going with you then. You got Dave.
Yeah, Fireman Dave.
Fireman Dave. Yeah. So at least Dave will stay with you for the whole week.
Fire Chief Dave now. He's Fire Chief.
Well, good thing because you'll be smoking a lot of cigarettes up there. You need a guy who knows how to put out a fire in case it starts to burn. Yeah, we got a fire pit. We got the little, you know how they always send the little info packet about the place you're renting. And there's all the fire rules or whatever. Cover the fire pit when you're finished. Make sure it's extinguished. And then I'm like, I'll just bring a fire chief. How about that? I'm sure you'll enjoy it, buddy. It'll be a good time. Good time. Get out there and do that. And you're doing stand-up this weekend. That's going to be wild.
Yeah, I hope so. There was only 20 some on the books for tonight's show, but it looks like Saturday early and Friday early shows are sold out.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I hope it's good. I gotta fucking shake it off. I gotta be in a better mood. It's more optimistic. I've been optimistic for the whole pandemic. All of a sudden, in the last 3 days, man, I'm bummed
It's
out.
got to be the weather. I think it's bumming you out, man.
The weather, the kids going
Yeah.
back to
Yeah, it
school.
feels.
I'm not. They don't spend any time with me. Reese is working all the time. Jamie seemed to have fucking no use for me. I announced to her that as of September 1st, she have to start paying rent, and I think she just hates me for it. So she doesn't even talk to me. She leaves without telling me. She gets home, doesn't come tell me she's home.
Oh, don't worry.
Doesn't
That's
talk to me.
kids.
Andy was just in a phase where she have no use for me. But
You're such a man. Your poor dad. You're just like
I know.
dad needs a hug.
I know.
Oh man.
Dad needs a coffee
Yeah.
too.
Well,
Fuck.
listen. Don't be all down, man. I'm sure the things will turn around and we'll be back at. I think we just gotta enjoy your time at the cabin. Try to figure out something. Think of a new way of life of doing shows, doing the Zoom. Maybe focus on Zoom shows once a month. And
Yeah. What's the
Zoom shows
September-
once a month, write material all month, and then you're great at it. You come up with stuff all the time, man. You just write, all month you'll write it all down, and then you get, even if it's a half hour of all new shit every month, that's worth $10 a ticket. That's worth it.
I
Yeah,
think
man.
so,
Your
yeah.
fans love
So
it.
yeah, I'm gonna do it.
They should totally.
Announce it right now. September 13th.
September 13th.
Saturday, September 13th. Saturday, September 13th. I'm doing another Panderic Part 6. Panderic 6.
September 13th.
Tune in. Go to DerekSege.com for
Are
the
you,
details. September 13th. Saturday, September 13th. I'm doing it.
Saturday. Oh yeah.
I thought the last one was the last one, right? I thought the one I did in July was going to be the last
We're not getting
one.
back. I knew it was not your last one.
Because we were going back to work, but it's very, very slow.
Yeah.
And, I forgot that, if the club's only allowed to let in 50 people instead of 150 people, that my pay will also get cut by by
Yeah,
2/3.
that's where it sucks,
So-
balls, man. You lose a lot in that. That's why I'm saying I don't know how comedy clubs are going to do it. It doesn't make any logistical sense in the fact that a lot of them were already having a hard time not being able to make money, and now they've come back with this. It's nice to see you having fun, man. Enjoying. I miss.
I was fucking sanding all morning. I've got all fucking
What are you sanding?
poly, like the mud. I'm painting. I'm going to try. I took on a painting project for some reason.
Okay.
So I was, you patch the walls before you paint, and then you sand it. And I had a leak like 3 years ago that I wanted to patch the ceiling. After 3 years, it's time we patched the ceiling. So it was a big one, and I'm sanding it, and it's falling in my face. And now I have it all up my nose. So that's why I'm fussing with my nose. I'm gonna be blowing spackle.
Yeah, it's good that you're doing something. At least you're staying busy.
Oh man, I've stayed so busy, and it's now once you start doing it, you're like, oh my god, there's so much shit to do. I gotta gut the kitchen, I gotta gut the bathroom, I want to sand the floors or replace the floars. I don't know what to do.
And I don't know if it's a good. Like I've been doing that too. I've just been like trying to do things, fix the truck, things I've been like, I was in LA, I wasn't able to do a lot of the things on my truck I wanted to do, so I've been doing it now that I'm back, and I got my toolbox around. I've got things I can use. But I feel like I'm falling behind on the stuff that I should be doing for work, like trying to figure out how the hell I'm going to get back to telling jokes for a living.
Yeah, we keep ourselves busy, but the things that we're busy with also cost money, and we're not making any money. It's a vicious circle.
And then when you come out, you're like, well, yeah, I kept my mind busy all year, but we're not getting back to normal? So you mean I should have been fucking devising a plan this whole time? That's...
Why didn't somebody?
I just feel like I know I don't think they're telling us the whole truth. I think they're like slowly trying to drop the ball and let people know eventually that like, hey, by the way.
I don't know if you saw yesterday, Bill Gates announced or surmised that this should be sort of wrapping up by the end of 2021, which to me isn't optimistic at all. It's fucking, are you kidding me? Another year and a half of this?
Crazy.
but that there will be several million more deaths
Oh
from
yeah.
it. But that by the end of 2021, not that herd immunity will have kicked in, but like that the spread will be like, I think the virus gets weak too as
It
it
would have
goes
killed
on. I
enough
don't know,
people
gets
that Bill
weaker.
Gates will push the Control Alt Delete button on this whole thing and fucking restart the world. Maybe he's just trying to kill off a
Yeah,
bunch
you
of people.
you you're skeptical about him, eh? I think he's
No, I'm just
really
laughing
a true
because there's a
philanthropist.
lot of people that have that conspiracy theory that he's like somehow the masterminder behind all of this because he said the
Uh,
planet. It is kind of interesting that like remember at the end of last year there was all these articles about like the planet's going to explode. There's too many people on the planet. We can't sustain. The Earth is just not able to hold us all, and we're polluting too much. And then all of a
yeah, we're
sudden,
polluting too much for
3 months
sure.
later, oh yeah, by the way, mass virus killing off a lot of people at once. It
Yeah,
kind of like
yeah.
makes you. I mean, I'm not a conspiracy guy, but when you put those two things together, you're like, wait a second. It kind of does sound like trying to kill some
Mother
of us off.
Nature, Mother Nature put the purge in
Maybe it's
place.
Mother
Yeah,
Nature. Maybe Mother Nature's trying to kill us off. Or maybe the billionaires of the world know that
yeah.
the world that we live in and they are able to make all their billions of dollars off of will not be around. So they're trying to fucking hold on to their cash. I don't know what it is.
Fuck yeah, Jeff Bezos hit 200 billion, the first person in the history of the world to
Yeah.
have 200
So
billion
what the,
dollars. 200
can you not
billion.
fix this with $200 billion? Can you not fix like a lot of our problems right now?
200 billion dollars. That's more fucking that's 200
Yeah.
billion
One
dollars.
dude.
That's like
One
fucking
dude.
$7 per
Like,
human on the
but
planet.
why? Like, what do you,
Seven. He could give everyone on the planet
but what
$7.
does he need that much money? That's what I don't understand. Like, what can you possibly
I don't
buy?
know.
Can't you just buy the
But
world?
why does everybody hate him though? It's not his. Like, why would we begrudge him that? I mean, he could be maybe giving more of it away, but
I,
well,
I
he
think it's because he's a
fucking
face. You know, I was thinking about that today. I saw that article and I was like wondering, like, I feel like we just hate him so much because we know him. But if he was just like a behind the scenes, you know how many like behind the scenes billionaires there are, and we're still
yeah.
buying Nikes, right? We're still
And we're still by go
yeah,
shopping at
we're still
Walmart. Like
yeah.
those are the richest people in
Exactly.
America,
They're the
other than
owners
him.
of those companies are billionaires. I don't know. Does someone own them or are they just like publicly traded, no owner? There's got to be an owner, right?
I think Walmart is publicly traded, but the family
Yeah.
owns
That's it. There's got
58%
to
or
be
something.
owners that they're out there. It's just that we don't see their face. I think the worst thing for Jeff Bezos is that he became a public figure. He should have just stayed
Yeah,
behind the scenes and been like, we just all thought there was a fucking book that figured this all out. This guy's selling digital
yeah.
books. But yeah, it's wild that he just
Hmm.
I think that's what it is. I think we can put a face to who we want to hate, and we're like, yeah, this asshole has all the money in the world. That's why we hate him.
It's a
That's a
lot of
lot of
money though.
money,
Like fucking, how do you have that much money and not want to make things better for people? Like
like
like Bill Gates came to a certain point where he's like, ah, fuck, the company will run itself. I'm gonna focus on doing things that will help humanity, and which is a lot of pressure to put on yourself. I don't know. I don't know. I don't begrudge the guy though. I mean, it's not like he stole $200 billion. He's not like he's a fucking Russian oligarch that just
well, I
raped
mean,
the
there are other
country.
claims that his employees are not getting paid what they should be getting paid, and their health system, and
Yeah, but that's
again,
yeah,
those are all common complaints with any giant corporation. I don't know why your fucking video
yeah.
keeps resizing itself. I'm fighting this thing all episode.
I'm gaining weight as we
Uh,
podcast.
I feel like I gotta start exercising. That's the other thing too. Are you exercising? Are you going on like a bike ride or something? You should go on a bike ride like those.
No, yeah, I did 20 push-ups yesterday. That's something.
Was that a
Something.
bet?
It's better
Did
than
someone
nothing.
bet you?
No, I leaned over the counter in a certain way without a shirt on, and I had all this like wrinkly shit right here. I'm like, God damn it, that's one thing. I've talked about it in my act. It seems every year of my 40s, I have a new little chunk to talk about the new shittiness of it. But 47, by far, has been the shittiest year, physiologically speaking. Like my energy level, my fucking aches and pains, and like fucking I have stomach things now, and fucking gray. My beard went almost all gray in the space of 1 year. I still don't fucking eat very much, but I'm losing weight, but my beden's getting bigger somehow. Like I went below 200 pounds for the first time in 10 years, but I found my body looks grosser than ever. Looks like I was like my body looked better when I was like jolly and plump.
It's
My skin doesn't fit anymore. That's all that's happening. I'm losing weight, and now it's just my skin doesn't fit. I'm all like fucking ratatsni, like a fucking raisin or something.
well,
And aches. My knees are both fucking finished. See, I caught 5 innings of a baseball game fucking 2.5 months ago, and I'm still mega knee from that.
so you're having a hard time staying in shape. I feel like I don't know. I started off fat. I'm getting fatter again.
You're young though.
It's hard. I feel it, dude. I know.
It's not too late for you.
I'm trying.
It's not
I'm
too
trying
late.
to just hang in there and stay as thin as I can. It's hard, man. It's not easy. You keep, you take like a week off of like pushing yourself to fucking do everything, and you start to gain it back again. That's what I liked about the summer, because you're doing a lot of work outside. You're sweating it all out. You feel good. That was fun.
Well, that's it. I have been more active. I'm definitely more active now. Am I burning cat? I don't know. But I'm more active. I used to sit around a lot. Now I'm building shit, and
I guess now it's just a snacking at night. Maybe that was doing it to me. It's the nighttime snacking. I can't sleep before going to eat before going to bed.
Yeah, well, that's one thing. If I eat too late, I don't sleep well, and
I just get fat. I'll sleep like a baby. That's the opposite. See, if I don't eat, I don't eat,
well, I often have to nap after. I only eat one meal a day, and I often need a nap right after it.
Yeah,
But I get up and then.
That's my problem. I sleep shitty if I don't eat before bed, but I get fat if I eat before bed. But I sleep well. It's just a good combination. I've got to figure something better out. It'd be nice, man. I miss getting on the road, buddy. I miss it. I was thinking about it the other day, trying to figure out when we can podcast, and I'm like, man, I just miss when we'd hop in the car and just drive.
Hey, if you want to come up to that cottage one night, you and Carolyn, we could maybe do a podcast from the
lake. What day is this? When are you?
From the 1st to the 8th. I shouldn't be saying that, although I did invest in an alarm system now. I used to try not to tell people when I was going to be out of town because fuck, I got robbed.
Yeah, and now they know everything you have in your garage.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I've got these mags for sale. Does anybody want to buy these mags?
All right, let's start auctioning off some shit at Derek's house.
I haven't put them on Kijiji.
That's it, man. Dude, first thing is you should dump that Range Rover. Fuck, that thing's a bloodsucker.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, nice. What are they? How many bolts? What size? Five bolts. What are they? 18-inch.
They fit on the X5. I know they fit on the Range Rover Sport, not the Sport Supercharged. They're the bolt aren't deep enough for the brake package. But the BMW X5, I think Chevy Equinox. It's a 5-bolt pattern. I forget the millimeters and all that, but I paid $1,000 for them and I never got them on my truck because they're not big enough. I would have had to put a spacer on them, and fuck, I don't want. With the torque that my truck have, I didn't want to put a spacer and have them hanging on by like this much.
Yeah.
And I will take $500.
Why are you gonna sell them for $500 if you paid $1,000?
I just want them out of my fucking garage.
Fucking no wonder your investments are doing bad.
They're used though. I bought them used. They're originally from when I Googled it, they're $550 per mag. So brand new, they're $2,200. I bought them for $1,000, and I will take. Okay, $700. Never mind. I didn't say $500, but that's the offer I'm going to get now. So I'd like $700, but I will take $500. Whatever. We're not running a fucking Kijiji auction site here. So I should probably put them up on Kijiji.
You should probably put them up.
And then those people will have never seen.
You're going to get like a letter and be like, someone's going to send you something and be like, "Can I get them for free? There's no question.
Yeah, of course.
Is there a contest this week for Derek's mags?"
I heard, yeah, win a set of mags.
That's great.
All of a sudden, you see like a fucking Chevette running around with these fucking giant mags on them.
Yeah, dump that Range Rover, man. Let's see if we can sell that sucker.
Yeah, I like it though, man. And like, what would I get for it? Like 20,000.
Yeah, that's great. Put that fucking dump that on the pile of money.
Ooh. I did tell you I'm getting the Beer Express
That's
back.
it. You're getting the Beer Express.
Yeah.
This is a perfect time.
I'm getting the Beer Express back. Reese decided that he wants to buy his stepfather or my ex's new boyfriend. He's got like a GMC truck,
Okay.
SUV, and he's gonna buy that. And so I'm getting fine. Jamie bought her own car. I gave them both each a car. I got them each a car, and Jamie bought her own. She bought a Hyundai Accent.
Yeah.
So Reese inherited the Beer Express. He had that Taurus before.
Taurus.
And then, coincidentally, timing was right. Taurus died, and then a week later, Jamie bought her Hyundai Accent. So I gave him the Beer Express, and now he's buying his own truck because he doesn't. So I get the Beer Express back. I'm gonna fix the exhaust, and now I have a new road car.
There you go, man.
Not a new road car, the same old road car, and we're about 1,100 kilometer away from 400,000.
Oh man, that's crazy.
So hopefully I get it before we hit the 400K.
400K original engine, right?
Then we'll do a podcast about it. We'll put a video of the odometer while I'm driving and hit 400,000. Then Toyota will send me a brand new fucking Prius.
That would be cool. I love the Prius.
Success
Big
stories.
fan of the Prius. Big fan. Love it.
Yeah.
I've been trying to.
There's a new one coming out. I think it's the Venza. They stopped
They've
making
got
the
the new
Venza, but now
Venza.
they're coming out with a full electric Venza.
Oh, really?
With crazy, except like the fully loaded version has such cool accessory on it. Oh my god.
That's very interesting. I didn't know it was an all electric. I heard.
They have an all. I think it's a all
I
electric.
heard there's a Venza coming. I haven't seen it yet, but I've heard. I've heard this. It's I've been trying, dude. I love Toyota. You know me, man. I'm a Toyota diehard. You too. You're a big Toyota fan. I think that's like most of the stuff we talked about on the road. Every time we're driving somewhere, like this thing's amazing. This Camry can go forever.
Yeah, and Reese is always like he doesn't want to put 5 cents into it. It's gonna die. It's shitty old car. I'm like, well, if you don't take care of it, yes, it will die. Because like his exhaust has been fucked for. And money, I just said, I'm not paying. You don't take care of it. I'm not going to keep paying for all your repair. Already, I pay for the registration and the insurance and everything. So now, he's buying this car. He's going to save me a ton of money because now, whatever, like I'm paying for his insurance, his, registration and everything. But if I keep the Camry, I'm not going to save the money, but at least I'm paying for myself. But his exhaust is needed just to, like even a weld. You could probably just weld it. It's just those little brackets. They're all rusted, whatever. And he's like, I'm not putting any more money into this thing. And I'm like, dude, you fucking crashed it into a ditch, and for $300 we fixed the door, the hood, the fender, the bumper, the headlight, the mirror for $300. Like we would have cost $2,000 at least. To get it done. We did it.
Kid,
and look, it's still going. It's going great. Even though you put it in a ditch, you dipshit. Anyway.
He's a kid, man. He wants something cool. He wants something cool that he can get laid in. Can't get laid in.
Those GMC trucks are cool. They are cool, but I don't think they're as dependable as a Camry.
Definitely not as dependable as a Camry. But do the chicks at school know that? No, they don't.
They have to learn whatever, and it's good. It's. I'm proud of him. He's like, I'm gonna buy this myself. He's even asked that I switch his cell phone to put it in his name. He wants to pay for his own cell phone now.
Well, that's great. He should have been doing that a while ago because then it builds his credit.
Yeah. Also, yeah, and I also it didn't bother me. I mean, he's still in school. I told, like the kid, like that's why Jamie had to start paying rent as of September 1st. She's been out of school for 3 years now. I'm like, I gave you a pretty good run there, kid. But and she's like, well, why doesn't Reese have to pay? And I'm like, well, Reese goes to school. I will support you as long as you're in school. But
that's a good, that seems fair. It seems fair. I don't see that's not unfair. You're not in school, work, that's all. And if you're working, you're making cash, and pitch in, help Pop out and get the...
And $50 a week is what I'm charging her.
That's like fucking, why are you even complaining?
She said, fuck, I should just get my own apartment if that's how much money I'm like, good luck for $200 a month. Good luck. All right. See, you can't rent a cardboard box for $200 a month. And then just to show you how much the children don't know what things cost, she's like, man, $200, $50 a week, $200 a month. How about this, Dad? How about I just pay for groceries and And I'm like,
Yeah,
sure,
it's
that's a
way
great
more
idea.
expensive.
You're right. $50 a month is crazy. You should just pay for all the groceries. I'm like, do you know how much I spend on groceries every month? It's like $2,600 for you fucking animals. Yeah, you take care of the groceries. Just my Costco membership cost me fucking 100. You dumb bitch.
You
Ooh, why am I being so mean to my love, my daughter?
you should have actually just played along, been like, "Great, let's go get groceries," and then just wait to see
Put that
her.
in, yeah. Put that in writing. Here's the grocery
See,
list. We're having fucking we're having beef bourguignon this weekend.
yeah, that would have been hilarious, man. Oh, that would have been great. We should have filmed that. We should have got her to go to the grocery store and do the groceries and see what it comes out to.
It was very funny when she said that. I said, Jamie, okay, and we had just had steak the night before. I'm like, Jamie, do you know $50 a week? Did the supper you had last night? So the steak and the vegetable and the just the bottle of wine that we shared between the four of us. Andy didn't have wine; she doesn't like it. But your portion of the meal, the steak and the wine, and it was like $27 for your dinner. And she's like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, the steak was $14 just for the steak." She's like, "Okay, never mind the grocery deal."
You should have never said anything. That's so funny. Oh my god, kids, dude, kids.
Yeah, they just don't know what things cost.
I guess it's fun though. That's fun. That's material. It's good for you. You just write it all down. You got an abundance of material. Your child. You should have taken her to the grocery store to be like, you know what? I want one of these. I'm gonna take some of that. You know what? Let's get a case of this.
Yeah.
Let's take a case of these right here. Just like go through the.
Which is what they do. If I send them to the grocery store with my credit card with a list of things that I'm expecting it to be $57, come home, oh, it was $196. I'm like, what do you mean? Oh yeah, fucking, I saw these fucking salmon steaks that I thought I would buy, and then they sit in the freezer until they go bad, and I throw them out.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah. All right, let's pull this one home.
Let's wrap it up. I gotta go back to painting my fucking hallway.
You're at the Comedy Nest this weekend?
Yeah, man. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, comedynest.com for all the deets, or DerekSegan.com.
All right, cool, also. Man. And everything for me is at abdulbutt.com, and we'll be here next week.
Man, I'm a monster. Taste my sexy away.